Hello everyone. Happy Friday to you all. We have lots of friends here already. I'm very excited about this fun live with you all today. I'm sure that you saw the font releases yesterday. There are some really good fonts.
Love them.
Very fun. A lot of stenciled fonts, which we're going to look at really quickly, and one that we're using in today's project. That is an adorable one. I believe, hold on. I have it up here and I can't remember the name. It starts with an E. Eddie Stencil. It's so cute.
It is really
I love
cute.
it. So one reason that you would want a stenciled font is so that you can cut out pieces without the insides of your fonts coming out.
Yes.
Amazing. And we have lots of people who have Cricut Joys, and they have the Joy specifically for making cards. And so these stenciled fonts are absolutely amazing for that. And this, Rachel said we should have titled this video "One Cricut Project You Can Make with 5 or Less Supplies."
Yeah,
because there's basically nothing.
Yeah.
So I consider this a beginner card. If you just opened up your Cricut, you can have much success with this card and envelope. We're going to teach you that as well. The envelope is a Maker's Gonna Learn cut file. The font is a Maker's Gonna Learn font, and both are available to all of our members here at Maker's Gonna Learn. That's monthly and yearly tiered members. However, our yearly tiered members get so much more. You get everything that we offer our membership subscribers. So definitely check out the link that Rachel has or will post for you guys if you want to be a part of Maker's Gonna Learn. I didn't even introduce myself for those of you who do not know me.
Yeah.
My name is Becca.
I was about to say, Becca, there's so many
Yes.
first timers, which is awesome.
Yes. My name is Becca, and this is Rachel over here that you hear. And you've probably seen her gorgeous face on other videos if you have watched any of the other Maker's Gonna Learn videos. But we're so excited for you guys to be here with us today to make this fun project. Let's jump over on our share screen, and we're going to go over the fonts really quick, and then we'll make this card with you all.
And Becca, we do already have a great question
Yes.
from a newbie here. From Miss Kim, she says, can we use our Explore Air 2 to make this?
You can, absolutely. So we're going to be using a scoring stylus today to put the score lines in our card, and you can use the Air 2 with that. You can also use the scoring wheel in the Maker or the scoring stylus in the Maker. So it's user-friendly. You can make this card with the Joy too, but you cannot put the score lines in. You would just need like a scoring board or something like that to add those later, which is not a big deal. So all Cricut machines, this is friendly for. So we're over here on our website, Maker's Gonna Learn, and I want to show you a couple of things. One, our dashboard, which is up here next to the log out button. If you are logged in, click on that, come down here to member resources, and you can see the font PDF right here. So we update this every single time that we release a font collection. I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom because that's where the newer fonts are. But you can see here all of the fonts. That's really nice to be able to just scroll through and have them here. We have some people who print these out, and then each collection release, they print out just the new sheets and add it to like their 3-ring binder or something like that. So that is available. Let me get rid of this really quick. For you all, that's not what I wanted.
Wow. I love that photo.
I know, it's
great
fantastic.
still shot there. That's
Mark
awesome.
did a great job. Or whoever, I don't know. I'm blaming Mark, but it probably wasn't him. He gets the blame. Anyway, so we're going to go to fonts right here because I haven't downloaded this font. I wanted to do that with you all for anyone who is wondering about how to do that. But if you're looking at fonts here and want to look at the new collection, then you just come down here in the category where it says new and click new. And then we can scroll down and see all of these fun new ones. Now, I have 2 favorites. I can't decide. So you guys can let me know. We have, I'll tell you when we get there. We have Andy, which is just a cute, thick, kind of bubbly one that would be really good for cutting out in smaller letters because it's not going to rip or tear on you, which is nice. And this is very odd. I'm not entirely sure I love it. However, it is a good, you don't see scripted stenciled fonts.
You don't.
So,
this is neat.
Yes, you can use this for sure and have a cool effect. I'm not entirely sure I love it, but I don't have to love them all.
Right. No, yeah, we're all different.
Yes, yeah. So Clayton stencil is a fun one. This is one of my favorites. Constellation. Look how quirky and cute that is. I love it. And then we have Desmond. Rachel really loved this one. It's a cute sort of handwritten, simple one. Devin with 2 N's. Dylan with 1 N. Dipper and Double Dipper. Look how cute. Look at this one right here. It's got the double lines on it. Adorable, which is why it's called Double Dipper.
Really cute.
This is the one that we're using today, Eddie. It is very cute. It's thick. It's sort of just, I don't know. When I think of a stenciled font, this is sort of what I think of.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm going to go ahead and download it. Let me show you how really quick. So once you're logged in, all you have to do is press this little download button. And it pops up right here. Then we're going to double click. It was a zipped file. And when I double click on a Mac, it automatically unzips the file. So now what I do is just double click right here. And then this comes up and I press install font. And it's automatically installed. Now, if I already had Cricut Design Space up with a project, then I would need to save my project, click out of Design Space and relaunch it so that I can now view this font in Design Space. So if you have a project started and you download one mid-project, you're not going to find that font available to you in Design Space until you relaunch. But since I don't have Design Space, I said I don't have it launched. It's there. That's not the project we're doing. So we're just going to click out. Anyway, so it's that easy to download on a Mac. PC is very similar. iOS devices are very easy as well. And we have training on how to do that with the iOS device. And spoiler alert, we are working on one for Android users as well. We know that there is a big need for that, so we are going to be doing that for you. This is my second favorite one, or first. Like I said, it was tied. I think it's so cute that it has the large and the small font or letters together, and I love the name. Very, very cute. Am I missing anything? Because I haven't looked.
No, you're doing great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then let's just scroll through these really quick. Hunter is a good bold one. Carly is super cute. Another stencil. And would you say Kyra or Kyra? K-Y-R-A.
Where
right here.
I would say Kyra.
I think Kyra too. Okay.
Yeah. Also, Miss Olivia says, what if you don't have a desktop, only an iPad? Can you still use these?
You can, yes. So Olivia, if you are a member of Maker's Gonna Learn, head on over to our member-only videos, which I'm going to show you right now where they are because they're in a new spot. For everyone, you may not notice this yet, but we have a new tab called Videos right here, and this is going to change a little bit as we go along. But for right now, you click Videos, and then you would click Member Only right here, and all of our member-only videos are there now. Hallelujah. But we have one right here that is how to download and import MGL cut files in Design Space. Now this is cut files and fonts, so you can click on this. I probably should change the title. Oh, the title does say in fonts. Ha, look at that.
You're already perfect.
Already. Anyway, so check out that video if you're a member. And if you're not a member, we also have some free education on how to do that as well for you all. You can check out our YouTube channel here and just search for that. Let's go back to those fonts because we had a couple more that we were going to finish looking at. That was a great question. I'm in the wrong spot. Fonts.
Fonts are my favorite perk of membership, if you all don't know.
Yes. And why is that, Rachel?
Because you just have the freedom of the alphabet with those. And if you're a yearly member, you do get that free commercial license, which means you can sell any project you make using our cut files and fonts. And it just opens up so many doors. And everyone knows that the word customize or personalize in, let's just say, an Etsy shop or something like that, you can sell those items for much more because you do personalize them to your customers', taste. So I just love just all the different options and the freedom of fonts. I adore them.
I'm seeing a couple of questions that I want to address really quick.
Please do.
Roseanne says, I do have a question about fonts. Do MGL fonts have glyphs available? So some of the fonts, yes, some fonts have glyphs available, and you can check that by going to Fontbook or what's the one on PC? Aaliyah. Is Aaliyah here?
I
think she knows.
don't know.
What's the... Maybe she doesn't know. Maybe I'm going to throw under the bus. Sorry,
okay,
Aaliyah. But you can look... Where is it? Hold on. somewhere. Oh, you know what? That font probably doesn't even have glyphs. If you click this instead of this little tab, this tab shows just the fonts. But if you show this one right here, then a font that has glyphs those will be available here. And then what you would do is copy and paste those into Design Space. Some of them work really well, some of them do not. It's just a Design Space thing. However, if you have Illustrator or Inkscape, you can also use those glyphs normally in those and then import into Design Space. That's something that we talk about in our Design Make Sell course because we love glyphs. Great question. And then there was another comment about not having a scoring stylus because the Air 2 doesn't come with one. So none of the machines actually come with a scoring stylus or scoring wheel, either one. They are an additional purchase. However, I've linked one below and I think it is on sale for less than $10 right now. So check that out. I would definitely recommend having one. However, you can still make this project without a scoring stylus. You can score your own lines with like a ruler or a bone folder or something like that. It's a little bit more just time consuming, but it's totally easy. Yeah. Anyway.
And Becca, I did answer typing, but I think it'd be a great question to answer verbally just for all our friends here. And that is, do all memberships come with that free commercial license?
That's a great question, yes. Not yes, it does. Yes, it's a great question. Sorry, that's confusing. No. Our yearly members are the only ones who have that perk because they are committing to an entire year with us here at Maker's Gonna Learn, and we wanted to make sure that we give yearly members an excellent perk, and that's just one of them, the free yearly commercial license. So if you want to use our cut files and fonts to sell your projects, then you will need the yearly subscription to do that. Okay, so just to wrap up, we have Marley, Milkman, which is cute. Provisions and Milkman look a lot alike. I like it. And then Time Will Tell, very cute. But now that we have our font downloaded, we're gonna jump over into Design Space here. Oh, we're not signed in. I haven't even been on Design Space since they had their maintenance. Has anyone been able to tell a difference? Have you been on, Rachel?
No.
We don't even craft here anymore, apparently. All I've done like this week is edit videos, I feel like. I'm going to open this just because I can't remember what size I made everything. Normally I like to start completely fresh, but I'm not doing that. Let's see here. The card is 5.5 high, 8.5 wide. Okay.
So it's an A2.
Yes.
A2 size card.
Okay, so I'm going to start completely over here and show you how you can easily do this. First, we're going to grab a shape from our basic shapes. We're going to grab a square and we're going to build our card base. And so we're just going to come up here to the top, press that unlock so that we can size it. And we're going to make the width 8.5 and we're going to make the height 5.5.
Becca, we're having a lot of people saying they have not had any issues with Design Space.
Yay! Oh, that's fantastic.
A lot of people are saying yet. They're just waiting for that.
I know. There's that pause for sure. Okay, so once I have this card base, then I'm going to add my score line. And to do that, you just come over here to Basic Shapes again, and you see that little score line. You're going to press that. And you want to change the height of it to 5.5 as well so that it's the same as your card. And then the easiest way to make sure that this isn't in the center is just to select everything. And then we will press Align and Center, just like that. Now, with everything still selected, I'm going to go ahead and attach my score line to the card cutout just by coming down here to the bottom where it says Attach and pressing Attach. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to duplicate this layer and this will be the liner. So what I can do is go ahead and just click this color right here and change it to white because my liner is going to be white. And then I just want to, with my size lock ratio off or on, depending on whatever you want, just size it down a little bit so that it looks like a good liner there.
And good question, Becca, did we switch back from classic or are we still on classic?
Let's see. I don't know. We're on new. Woo-hoo! And I haven't had any issues.
Praise
so
the
that's
Lord.
Good. Okay, so now we have our card and our liner. Super easy. Then what I want to do is grab another basic shape just like this. And I'm going to change it to white really quick. And this is going to be the front of the card. So we need to size it to whatever size we want for that. And again, I just want to unlock that size lock ratio and drag and drop until I like my size. So let's see here. That looks pretty good. Let's make it a tiny bit longer. Okay, that's fantastic. Now I just want to grab a text box, and you can write anything you want. I always tell my kids and my husband, I like your face. So that's what I'm putting here. So I'm typing I like, and then enter. You press enter to go to that next line. I like your, enter, face, exclamation point. Fantastic. And we're going to want to decrease the spacing in between the lines, but I don't want to do that until I change my font, because the spacing in fonts is different. And so I'm going to be doing work that I don't need to necessarily do. So let's just go up here to fonts. I'm going to go to system, and then I'm going to type in Eddie, and hopefully Eddie Stencil comes up. Was it 2Ds?
Yeah.
Okay. There it is.
And Becca, we have a devastating comment.
Oh no.
Miss Kayla, she has not used her Cricut since she got it 2 years ago, except for the sample project that came with it. She's lost.
Kayla, here's what you need to do.
We're heartbroken, first of all, that beautiful machine has been sitting there and you haven't been able to grow in your crafting journey. Let us help you.
Yeah. I'm going to do it. Go to the overhead camera. This right here is what you need, my friend. Oh my gosh, you definitely need this. And this is free to all of our yearly members. This is a $97 evaluation that we've put on this. So if you're not a member, you can also purchase it for $97. However, I would just do the membership because you have access to everything. But this 30-day challenge is for you, Kayla. It is for the person who either just got a Cricut and doesn't know what they're doing, or had a Cricut for 2 years and still doesn't know what they're doing. So this is a 30 days to master your Cricut challenge, and it is everything literally from opening your Cricut to the last thing is making your first project. And so you can go at this at your own pace, but it gives you all of the terminology that you need, all of the blade usage that you need, like literally everything that you need to know to be successful with your Cricut. Is right here in this 30-day challenge, and you need it, my friend. We have so many people who have amazing success stories with this, and we are very, very, very happy that this is something new that Rachel has just poured her heart and soul into for you specifically. Back to the project. So what we're going to do now, if you want to keep yours left aligned, you can do that. I like things right aligned sometimes. So I'm just going to come up here to the alignment tool, and I'm going to press right align, just like that. And Rachel, Design Space has improved, because when I did this,
so happy.
When I did this on my computer 2 days ago, even though I pressed right align, like was over a little bit, face was over a little bit, it was not right align.
That's so weird.
Oh, I'm so excited. So now what I want to do is decrease the space in between those lines just by coming up here to the top and pressing that down arrow just like this until I like it, until it looks good and squished together.
Miss Melissa says, the 30-day challenge taught me so much, I still reference it. And Miss Denise said, I'm taking the 30-day challenge right now, and it makes using the Cricut so easy.
Oh, I love to hear that. So amazing.
Yes. Thank you all so much. We're so glad that you enjoy it.
So I just sized this up until I liked it. And then what I want to do is weld my letters together. I want all of this to be, well, hold on just a moment. You don't have to weld. Why did I think you had to weld it before you could slice? Because it's already one layer. Ignore what I just said.
I would have thought that too.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I have my text selected, and I have the square that's going to be going on the front of the card selected, because I want to slice out my text from that so that you can see the black coming through. So I'm just going to press slice. And then up here are my slice results, and I want to delete the pieces that I don't need. So this right here, I don't need. That's the original thing I sliced with. I'm going to delete that. And then I do need this, but but I don't need this piece that was sliced out. So we'll delete that. So now we have this, we're finished with that, we're finished with our card, honestly. And then the only other thing that I want to do is grab an envelope and show you really quickly how to do that. I think I already have these uploaded, so hopefully I can find it really quick. This is envelope number 4. We have several available on our website, but our envelopes are really cool. They come with a liner already in the SVG, so that's very helpful. The only thing that I want to do really quick is size this so that it fits my card really well. And the way that I like to do that is just to pull in another basic shape and size it to what my card size would be, which would be, what, 5.5 by 4.25, because when it's folded, that's the size it is. And then I'm going to bring this down here, and then with everything still grouped together, don't ungroup anything. I'm going to just drag and drop so that the liner sizes, and then you can see that the ratio is off a little bit. So what I still want to do with everything still grouped together, grab that lock, and then I can pull down so that it's starting to fit perfectly with my envelope here. That is going to look good. So now I can delete that piece because I don't need it. And then the only thing that I need to do is change these lines to score lines. So let's ungroup this really quickly. This one doesn't have a score line. It should have a score line. This may be an old version, so I'll show you really quickly how to add that score line. But this is supposed to be a score line. Go back. So we'll select it, come up here to line type, and then it's a cut line right now, so we just need to press score. And then we will select both of these and attach these score lines to the envelope just like this by pressing attach in the bottom right-hand corner. And then let's change the color of this so that we can see what we're doing when we add a score line. I'm going to grab another score line just like we did with the card, just like this. And let's see here, pull it over here. Let's go ahead and rotate it to 90 degrees. And then what's the width here? 5.284. So let's make the width of it also, well, it's saying it's height because I've rotated it, but 5.284. And then I'm just going to move it down here, right here on this line, and then attach just like that. But like I said, these should automatically come with that line. And so all you would do is grab the cut line that goes straight across like that and change it to a score line just like I did these right here. Now all I need to do is just make sure that everything is color synced. So you can do that a couple of ways. You can select each individual layer and make sure that it's all correct, or you can come up here to color sync and do that. So I want my envelope to be white with my liner and the outside piece. And then I want the liner of my envelope and the card to both be black. So I'm only using 2 colors here. I have everything situated, and now I can press make it. Is that a 10-minute card, Rachel?
That's a 10-minute
I mean,
card.
I stopped in the middle to talk about the 30-day challenge.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay.
I think this is a super quick card.
Okay. So, you can see here the card envelope has to be on its own mat because of how big it is when it's all open. So we're going to cut out 4 different mats here. I didn't pre-cut anything. So here's to hoping, you know what? I think this could go on the same mat as this one, couldn't it? Is it too? Let's try here. Let's move the object. So maybe I can, let's see.
That'll totally fit.
Yeah, why did it not put it on this? I hate when Cricut does that.
Cricut wants you to waste material, apparently.
Okay, so we're down to 3 mats. Fantastic. Anyway, we're using a around 65-pound weight cardstock, so I don't have to change my material setting once I get started. So I'm just going to go ahead and press continue and show you really quickly how to grab our material setting. Let's go to browse all materials and we'll type in medium or cardstock, either one. This is set for 80 pound, but it will work perfectly for what we're doing. And then I want to use my scoring stylus instead of my scoring wheel, so I'll press Edit Tools.
Now, the only reason it's showing the scoring wheel is because Becca's using a Cricut Maker today.
Great,
but you
great
can
point.
interchange those tools. So just because we don't want to use a scoring wheel, we want to use the stylus, you can do this with the Maker.
Yeah, if you're using an Air 2, this step will not be necessary because you can't use a scoring wheel. You can't use as adaptive tools with an Air 2, so you won't have to take this step. That's a great point, Rachel. So I just pressed apply, and then I'm going to load my mats and let my machine cut it. It's going to be so fun. So if you want to do that overhead cam really quick, I don't know how sticky this is.
You got some good ones over there if you need a stickier one.
We're going to play a little Russian roulette here with this mat and see what happens. So generally you would want to use a light grip mat. However, this is not a super sticky standard grip, and we honestly use standard grip most of the time anyway. So I'm just laying that down there, and then we're going to throw it into the machine, and it'll take a little bit of time to do some cutting. So ask any questions that you have while that's happening. Let me see here. What have we got?
Listen to this comment. It's kind of an odd one, but I like it. Lynn said, I fought and fought against joining the membership and finally did right before Christmas, and I absolutely love it.
Lynn! I
We're
love that
so
comment.
happy for you.
I love it. And I love that you're loving your membership. Welcome to our family via Christmas. We're so happy to have you with us.
And Miss Debbie, we like for a chipboard, we only get the Cricut brand chipboard, and I think it is 2 millimeters thick, which is very, very stiff. I think you got craft board, which is more like a cardstock.
Yeah, like 120-pound cardstock-ish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that part of the envelope is finished, super easy, and you don't have to change it. I'll just do it right here.
Okay.
We'll pull it off like this, and then we'll remove our mat from our cardstock instead of the opposite way so that we don't curl that. And then I'm just going to load my second piece of white cardstock and throw it in the machine as well. Let's see here. And it takes a little bit longer because this is the one that has all of the text on it.
And great question here. Becca, if you do want to use the scoring wheel, are the steps the same or reverse?
So they're the same. However, the reason we don't use the scoring wheel is what you have to do. The scoring wheel goes in this exact same spot as your fine point blade. And so what you do is load the scoring wheel, and then after it scores, then you have to change it out and load the fine point blade. And when you're doing several mats that require that, it just gets frustrating to have to stop and load that and do everything. And so when I can make a project with the scoring stylus, I always choose that. However, if I'm using like a copy paper setting or something like that, with copy paper, the scoring stylus sometimes will drag too heavily. I'm gonna stand over here so it's not so loud. Will drag too heavily and kind of put a hole in the copy paper. So you do have to be careful with that sometimes. Great question.
Susan says, I like that you're cutting these live because it helps me build comfort to see you do it.
Yes, we definitely like to cut live when we can. However, sometimes we just need to have a craft success. And as you all know, sorry, I was reading a message and now I lost my train of thought. Whoa. As you all know, sometimes machines can be a little finicky. So we definitely, if it's a longer cut, we like to do it beforehand just so that we know that we're going to have a project success for you all. Does the wheel make a deeper score line? Yes, it does. It does. The pressure is more significant with that. And we had a great question over in the private Facebook group today that really goes along with this. So we had a friend who was making a project and the score lines were not deep enough and wanted to know if you could increase the pressure of the scoring stylus in order to have deeper scores. And the answer is no, unfortunately you can't, but my suggestion was just to duplicate the score line and add it on top of the original one. Then attach everything together so that your scoring stylus makes 2 passes. So that's an option for Air 2 people who don't have the stronger scoring wheel option. Super fun. Have I missed anything?
I don't think so.
Heather, I joined your sale yesterday and I love it so far. I'm 4 days into the 30-day challenge. Heather, that's amazing. Super fun. So what's the point in the double scoring wheel? Double scoring wheel is for thicker products like craft board. So it does a deeper... We need to do a comparison. That's actually a really good idea.
That is a good idea.
We don't use it a whole lot because you don't really need it a whole lot.
Yeah, especially if you've already had like an Air and have been using the scoring stylus, and because we don't love to change out our blades 6 times during, a project.
Right.
So.
Look at that.
Oh, that was really satisfying.
So satisfying.
That was nice.
Now I have to peel all this off. Give me 2 seconds.
Let's watch you do that.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab my bone folder and they're going everywhere. I hope you didn't vacuum in here earlier.
I did, but that's okay. We're crafters here. That's fine.
Well, traditionally this works better. I think I'm making it stick even more.
Becca, everyone loves your nail color.
Thank you. Do you love this fingernail? Look at this one.
I don't know how you've stood it for that long. I would literally go crazy.
This one also broke. I got my nails done last Saturday, right? And my nail tech talked me into keeping them a little bit longer than I normally do. Normally they're this length. And got them done Saturday. I'm crafting with my mom in my craft room at home on Sunday and pull my chair out. Broke this one right off, all the way up here. And it's so broken that I couldn't just... And so that was devastating. And then not 45 minutes later, I did the exact same thing on this side, but thank goodness it wasn't as bad. But to answer your question about not being able to stand it, I just haven't had time to go get them done. And I don't want to pay again to get them done.
No, you don't pay. You say, look what happened. I'm not paying for this because it lasted a day, but now
it's
that you've waited.
It's not her fault I was careless.
It's her fault that she talked you into keeping them longer and you're not comfortable with that.
Anyway, I'll be keeping them shorter next time.
Yes.
Because as soon as I did that, I was like, now I remember I'm really tough on nails. But thank you for the compliment on the nail color.
Yeah.
That was very sweet. Okay, this is our last mat that we're cutting here. And then we can put this fun card together. Super fun. Oh, Miss Tracy, that is so rude.
It's okay. No one else can see it.
Yeah. Maybe we should just block our friend Tracy.
Already
here.
did.
She's having a bad day. Is the vinyl sticky? How does it always... Did you see that?
I did, yeah. I replied. Okay. But adhesive vinyl is always sticky, yes. And then heat transfer vinyl needs heat to transfer. It sounds like you're a super beginner, which means I would 100% refer you to that 30-day challenge.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because the first day is opening your Cricut. I mean, we start slow for people who haven't even heard of Cricut. Honestly, if you have a machine and you just bought it or you don't even have it yet, that is what we recommend, because it's way easier than searching the internet. It's kind of what the point of it was, is it's easier than searching the internet for a bunch of beginner videos that you will watch in different timelines. We want you guys to be set up with a really good foundation, and that challenge gives you that foundation by not jumping around to different techniques or something before you're ready.
Miss Janice says, do you make nail decals with your Cricut to make those nails even cuter? So I don't typically like embellishments on my nails. Is that not weird? I think it's a little bit weird that I don't generally do that.
I get that, yeah.
I don't, but I did teach a video on how to do that. We have a fun video on YouTube on how to do that. So check it out. It's super easy and quick to do it. Okay, we have everything cut out. And I always do this. This is so frustrating to me. Our table is white, and so it's hard for you all to see what I'm doing. Give me 2 seconds. Let me find something.
And Terry said, what is the 30-day Cricut challenge? So he must not have been here, or she, sorry to assume, must not have been here when Miss Becca was going over it, but it is a great 30-day course that is free to all yearly members that will teach you everything you need to know about your Cricut to begin your journey with crafting. It's incredible. It will teach you all the basics that you need. It's awesome. So I will throw the amazing link for our membership down below if you would like to get the yearly membership to get that, plus all of our files, all of our fonts, the free commercial license, and so much more.
Yes. Would you not use those letters for later another project? I personally would not, because first of all, I would likely store them somewhere for use later and then forget that they're there. And then that's how you just get a really messy craft room really quick, or how I get one personally. You may be a whole lot more organized than me. And since it's just cardstock, if for some reason I decided I wanted them for something later, then I could just cut that out really easily. The other thing is placing each individual piece of these letters, since it's stenciled and not just one easy place of an L, one easy place of an E. I mean, that's four things to place with that E. It's not something that I would want to manually place on another project, but great question. So what I'm going to do first is grab this envelope, and I don't know if you can see the score lines on it or not. There are score lines right where we put them.
You can totally see them, yeah.
So I'm going to fold them over and grab my bone folder. Let's put it right here. And then just crease those score lines all the way around. I love making envelopes. I am crazy into making tiny little envelopes for all of Beckett and Fallon's Valentine recipients because they're so cute and they're so easy. So I encourage you, make some fun envelopes. Okay, so we have that. Then we have our liner here, and we're going to crease that as well. And then all we're going to do is place this in our envelope just like this, line it up, put it in the center, and then I have an ATG gun, which stands for Advanced Tape Glider. And if you are not familiar, this is a double-sided adhesive. It's a dry adhesive. There's a little lever on our gun that we pull, put pressure down, and then it just rolls just like that. And then you release the lever when you're finished rolling. And I want to show you really quickly. The one reason that we do like this is if you put it down someplace that you don't like, then it just rolls up. There's no residue. It's just sort of amazing, honestly. I don't know how it works that way. But anyway, put that side down. Then I'm going to flip this side up and put adhesive on this side. And then lay it down. And then I fold in these sides, and then the bottom comes up like this. So what I want to do is just grab this, put some adhesive here on the sides, fold that up, and then I didn't crease this good enough, so I'm going to crease it again. And now I have an envelope, friends. What you may want to do after you put this liner on, it makes it a little bit thicker, so maybe just go ahead and reinforce this up here as well. Super cute. Then we are going to put this together. I think you could probably figure this out even without me saying it, but here we go. We're going to go ahead and fold over and crease these score lines as well, and then we put our liner inside the card. Just even it up. And then we're going to grab our ATG gun and apply some adhesive here. Same way. Close that down, flip it over. I like to do one side at a time just so that it stays even. However, you could do it all at one time together if you wanted to. Got that? Now we just need to add this guy to the front of our card. Oh, wait. I forgot the fun part. Totally forgot about this.
You almost did.
Totally forgot about this. This is an edge distresser, and the one that I have linked below is a little bit different because you can't buy this by itself. In fact, I can't find the paper crafting kit on Cricut's website anymore, so I don't know if they're not making it anymore or if they're just out of it or what, but there are other page distressors. So it looks like a squeegee scraper tool, but it has a little razor blades here. So what we're going to do is just rough up the edge here. It's just going to look kind of neat. And you just take your paper and scrape along the edges to give it a cool look. it's just fun. It makes it less flat looking almost. Well, I mean, it is more 3D, not almost, it is. The only thing is that if you get your letters too close to the side right here, then sometimes it feels like you're going to break the paper when you're trying to distress it. So keep that in mind when you're placing your text before you slice it. So we've got that almost finished here. And you could embellish this in different ways too. If you wanted to do some other things, you could put like a cute little rosette or something up here. That would be fun. But I just sort of wanted it, since it's black and white, I just sort of wanted it to look like a minimalist type card. This would be a good card to give a man because it's not super girly. Although my husband doesn't mind girly, so whatever. Those macho men, sometimes they care.
Those macho men.
Anyway, look at that. It's not like a huge, it just makes a difference. I don't know. It's very cute. So let's just grab our ATG here, and I am going to put it along here.
Now, you might have already mentioned this, and I wasn't paying attention.
That's okay.
If you didn't, if you already have, I'm so sorry. Do the different notches do different things, or are they all the same?
They're all the same.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had to do a little bit overhang here because there's not a lot of space, but no big deal because like I said, you can roll it right off your workstation or surface or whatever you're doing. So once you have ATG on there, just line it up here. Sorry, I have to get it out of frame so that I actually can see what I'm doing.
Well, you guys remember if you watched last week's live, how far away the camera is from our actual faces and where we like to craft. So yeah, definitely, bear with us here. We'll have that fixed though, for sure. Because I don't know if we've announced to them that
we
we're
haven't.
moving.
Yeah, we're moving. We're excited.
We're moving again. So we're going to have a ton of fun new stuff, including a better setup here.
Very
now,
exciting.
Becca, we had a question. Again, you might have answered it. I was not paying attention. How do you seal these for mailing?
You could put ATG right here and seal it down. I personally, when I'm mailing them, like to just close it down and put a sticker on it.
Aww.
I have some custom stickers that I like to use. Great question.
Adorable. And if you're extra fancy and you have one of those wax melt things, do that.
Like a seal?
Yeah,
Yes,
I would love to do that.
Anyway, that was quick. Super fun. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you get some inspiration for these stenciled fonts that all of you guys have been asking for.
Yes.
You get them, my friends. So much fun.
Yes.
Yes, I used an X-Acto knife to do that last week. Melissa, that's fantastic. Absolutely. Great point.
So cute.
I rubbed silver paint on my edges so it would pop against black. Very cute. That would be adorable.
Yes.
I love that. I love all these suggestions. Super fun. But anyway, friends, our project is finished and I've had so much fun with you guys. But before I leave again, I do just want to encourage you, if you are not a member of Maker's Gonna Learn, click on that link that Miss Rachel has dropped for you all and become part of the best crafting community in the entire world. Even if I weren't biased, I would say that because our members are absolutely fantastic. Like seriously, some of the best people in the entire world.
It's true.
Can't wait to meet you guys. I literally am giddy already about it. I'm super excited. But yeah, grab that link, grab the membership, and the first thing that you need to do after you grab the membership is come join the Facebook group over on Facebook. It's a private Facebook group. Once you request access, our wonderful customer service team will verify that you are in fact a member. You will be approved and you will be entered into the Maker's Gonna Learn group. Best group in the world. Absolutely love it.
It's true.
It is true. It's absolutely true. Anyway, friends, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for crafting with me on this glorious Friday. We will see you here on Monday. Miss Rachel's going to be crafting with you all. I will be co-hosting. Get to crafting. Post it in the group. Let's see what you're up to this weekend. Have a great weekend.